You're drifting off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids. WSLP, please baseball.
The Northwoods Baseball Radio Network presents Sleep Baseball. Tonight, from Evermor Park in Baraboo, Wisconsin, it's the Baraboo Bombers hosting the Manistee Eagles of Manistee, Michigan. And now, the voice of the Quint Cities, Wally McCarthy.
And a good evening again, friends. It's Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. And this evening we are broadcasting from beautiful Evermor Park here in Baraboo, Wisconsin, as the Bombers host the Manistee Eagles for the first game of a 3-game set. It's worth noting that the Nut Hut, the infamous bleacher section way out in left field, is closed for repairs at the moment, so we'll be free from any Nut Hut shenanigans this evening. And it is a perfect night for a ball game here in Baraboo. 74 degrees at game time with a light breeze blowing in from center field. And it's Baraboo Bob night here at Evermor Park. Baraboo Bob is the adorable flying squirrel mascot of the Baraboo Bombers. And each fan in attendance this evening will receive a Baraboo Bob Plush Toy, courtesy of the Bombers. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Manistee Eagles. Billy Joe Rickson will lead off in right field. Shortstop Tito McCaskill will bat second. Batting third, first baseman Gian Haggerty. Center fielder Lincoln Smathers will be in the cleanup spot this evening. Mickey Navarro will bat fifth. He's in left field. Second baseman Rodrigo Merrihew will bat sixth. Batting seventh, third baseman Ali Nunez. Catcher J.B. Gantry will bat eighth. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Billy the Burro Brello. The Burro enters tonight's contest with a record of 8-6, with a 3.96 ERA. And the Eagles are managed by Ray Chandler. Those are the Eagles. Here are the Bombers. Leading off, center fielder Bugs Yamaguchi. Second baseman Blaze Winterbottom will bat second. Batting third, left fielder Joe Bill Silver. Right fielder Buddy Lamont will bat cleanup this evening. Batting fifth, first baseman Manny Del Greco. Catcher Buzz Norton will bat sixth. Batting seventh, third baseman Dieter Gomez. Shortstop Tiny Howell will bat eighth. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Edgar Whitehouse. He enters tonight's game with a record of 9-5, with a 3.72 ERA. And the Bombers are managed by veteran skipper Mick Jenkins. And before tonight's game begins, producer Phil will draw a name out of the fishbowl for tonight's Instagram winner. If you'd like your name to go into the fishbowl, head over to sleepbaseball.com and follow us on Instagram, if that's the kind of thing you're into. And tonight's winner is Liz T. Congratulations, Liz. We'll be in touch on Instagram to sort out the details and send out a WSLP care package. And Crew Chief B.R. Montebianco has signaled that it's time to play ball, so we are underway here at Evermor Park. And Billy Joe Rickson steps in against Edgar Whitehouse. Rickson is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Whitehouse. And the pitch. Popped up into foul territory, and that one will knuckle into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he looks at a fastball for a called strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball runs low. 1-2. And the 1-2. And that's a slider in the dirt. 2-2. The 2-2. Bouncer to third. Gomez is up with it, and he fires to first to retire Rickson for the first out of the inning. And Tito McCaskill steps in with the bases empty and nobody on. McCaskill is also a switch hitter, so he'll bat left against Whitehouse. And the pitch. Fastball called strike one. And the 0-1. And he does not offer at that low curve. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Dribbler back to the mound. Whitehouse has it, and he tosses to first to retire McCaskill for out number 2. And here's Gian Haggerty with 2 down and the bases empty. And the pitch. Fastball in there for a call to strike 1. And the 0-1. Hit in the air to right field. And that one is going to fall into the gap for a base hit. And Haggerty is aboard with a 2-out single. And Lincoln Smathers steps in with a runner on and 2 down. Righty against righty. And Whitehouse from the stretch. Slider down and in. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. And he looks at another low slider. 2-0. The 2-0. Fouled back and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1. And he waves at a slider in the dirt. 2-2. And now the 2-2. Fastball high and tight, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Fastball misses low, and Smathers is aboard with a 2-out walk. Top of the first, no score. Runners on first and second with 2 down for Mickey Navarro. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater, and Navarro strikes out to end the inning. The Eagles strand a pair here in the top of the first. And after a half, it's Eagles nothing, Bombers coming up. Here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, friends. This is Billy the Burro Brello. I'm proud to announce that there's a brand new WSLP gift shop with all your favorite gear from around the league. Available now at sleepbaseball.com. While you're there, you can also sign up for Wally's World, Mr. McCarthy's infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter, and become a member of the WSLP fan club. Listener-supported WSLP at sleepbaseball.com. And tell them the Burra sent you.
And welcome back with us from Evermor Park here in Baraboo, Wisconsin. No score as we begin the bottom of the first. And Bugs Yamaguchi steps in against Billy the Burro Brello. Righty against righty. And Brello's pitch. Hit in the air to shallow left. Nunez drifting in. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And Blaze Winterbottom will step in with 1 away and the base is empty. Another righty-righty matchup. And the pitch. And he takes a fastball inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Off-speed pitch misses low. 2-0. The 2-0. Fastball cut on and missed. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Fisted foul and out of play. 2-2. And the 2-2. Hit in the air to center field. Smathers is under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And here's Joe Bill Silver with 2 down and the base is empty. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slider misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he does not offer at that high heater. 2-1. And the 2-1. Slider in the dirt. And Brello falls behind. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses just a bit outside, and Silver is aboard with a 2-out walk. And that will bring up Buddy Lamont with a runner on and 2 down. Righty against lefty. And Brello from the stretch. Fastball down and in. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. And he does not offer at an outside curve. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Hammered foul and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Grounder up the middle, and that one squeaked through the infield for a base hit. Silver hustling around second, and he will end up safely at third. So runners on the corners and 2 down for Manny Del Greco. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Sliced foul down the third base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. Off-speed pitch misses high. 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low fastball, and Del Greco strikes out to end the inning. The Bombers strand a pair, and they do not score. And with one in the books, we are scoreless here at Evermor Park. We'll be back with the second inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, it's Dana Dedrick, and I'm thrilled to bring you Love Notes, where we blend the best of smooth jazz and relationship advice to create a cozy late-night listening experience. Finding love and keeping it doesn't have to be so mysterious. Tune in weeknights at 10 p.m. to unwind with some mellow melodies and get tips on how to build and maintain healthy relationships. Love Notes, weeknights at 10 p.m. on WSLP, Big Rapids.
Top of the second inning here at Evermor Park. It's still a scoreless game, and the Eagles will bring the 6, 7, and 8 hitters up against Edgar Whitehouse. And Rodrigo Merrihew steps in, righty against lefty. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Chopper to third. Gomez scoops it up and fires to first to retire Merrihew for out number 1. And Ali Nunez will step in. A righty-righty matchup. And the pitch. Curveball runs outside. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Hammered foul and out of play. 1-1. And the 1-1. And he fouls another one off. 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low slider. And Nunez is down on strikes for out number 2. And here's J.B. Gantry with 2 down and nobody on. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Curveball down and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that curveball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball high and tight. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball right side. And that one will fall into the gap for a hit. And that's a 2-out single for J.B. Gantry here in the second. So a runner on first and 2 down for Billy the Burro Brello. Righty against righty. And Whitehouse from the stretch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he does not offer at that low curve. 2-1. And the 2-1. Grounder to first. Del Greco will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to retire Brello to end the inning. The Eagles do not score, and after 1.5, it remains a scoreless contest here in Baraboo. We'll be back with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10.3 AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10.3 AV.
And welcome back with us from Evermor Park here in Baraboo, Wisconsin. It's Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you on this perfect night for a ball game. still no score as we begin the bottom of the second. And Buzz Norton steps in against Billy the Burro Brello. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Slapped foul down the third base line. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Smathers drifting over. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Dieter Gomez with one away and the bases empty. Another righty-righty matchup. And the pitch. Grounder to third. Nunez has it and fires across to first just in time to retire Gomez for the second out of the inning. And now the big man, Tiny Howell, steps in. Righty against righty. And Brello's pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball high and tight. 1-2. And the 1-2. And that's a slider in the dirt. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low curve, and Howell strikes out to end the inning. The Burro sets them down in order here in the bottom of the second. And with 2 in the books, it remains a scoreless contest. We'll be back with the third inning after these words on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the third inning here in Baraboo. Still a scoreless game. And Billy Joe Rickson will step in at the top of the Eagles' order against Edgar Whitehouse. Rickson grounded out in the first inning. And the pitch. And he looks at a looping curveball for a called strike one. And the 0-1. And that curveball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Skied foul and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Slider runs low. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Hard hit ball down the first base line. That one is fair and past a diving Del Greco. And that one is going to roll all the way into the corner as Lamont races to get it. Rickson rounding second. He's thinking 3. And he is going to beat the throw. And that's a leadoff triple for Billy Joe Rickson to lead off the third. So a runner on third and nobody out for Tito McCaskill. McCaskill grounded out in the first inning. And Whitehouse from the stretch. Fastball runs inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball misses high. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fly ball, shallow right. Lamont racing in. And he makes the catch for out number 1. That one was not deep enough to get the run in, and Rickson will hold at third. And here's Gian Haggerty with a runner on third and 1 away. Haggerty had a base hit in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Slider misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he does not offer at a low curve. Ball 2. And the 2-1. Hit in the air to deep right field. Lamont racing back. And that one is going to sail over the wall. And that's a long, lazy 2-run homer for Gian Haggerty. And the Eagles take a 2-0 lead here in the third. Bases cleared, one away for Lincoln Smathers, who walked in the first inning. And the pitch. And he takes a low curve for ball 1. And the 1-0. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. And he takes an awkward swing at a low slider. And Smathers is down on strikes for out number 2. And Mickey Navarro steps in with 2 down and nobody aboard. Navarro struck out in the first inning. And the pitch. Hammered foul and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. High heater cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air to shallow right. Lamont racing in, and he will not make the catch as that one drops in. And Navarro is aboard with a 2-out single. 2 outs, runner on first for Rodrigo Merrihew. Merrihew grounded out in the second inning. And the pitch. Slider misses wide for ball 1. And the 1-0. Changeup cut on and missed. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to right center. Yamaguchi is there, and he makes the catch to end the inning. But the Eagles get on the board thanks to a 2-run homer by Gian Haggerty, and they now lead 2-0. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, this is producer Phil. Everyone here at the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network would love to welcome the Lake City Loons into the fold. Now, you might be thinking that the Lake City Loons were named after the bird, but actually they were named after Lake City resident Daniel Loon, who was famous for his pirate hat and the $3 bowls of spaghetti he'd sell from his front yard. Tipping my hat to all of you there at the Lake City area. This is producer Phil. Thanks for joining us.
Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from Evermor Park here in Baraboo, Wisconsin for the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Eagles leading 2-0. The Bombers will bring the 9-1 and 2 hitters up against Billy the Burro Brello. And Edgar Whitehouse will step in. Righty against righty. And Brello's pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. And that fastball misses high. 1-1. The 1-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Lifted into left field. And that one will fall into the gap for a base hit. And Whitehouse is aboard with a leadoff single here in the 3rd. And here's Bugs Yamaguchi at the top of the Bombers' order. Yamaguchi flied out in the first inning. And Brello from the stretch. And he does not offer at that high heater. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball down and in. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. And that curveball is called a strike. 2-1. And the 2-1. Lifted into center field. Smathers is camped under it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And Blaze Winterbottom steps in with 1 away and a runner on first. Winterbottom flied out in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Slider misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a high heater. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Skied foul and out of play, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a low breaking ball. And Winterbottom strikes out for the second out of the inning. So a runner on first and 2 out for Joe Bill Silver. Silver walked in the first inning. And the pitch. Chopped foul down the first base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. Changeup cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And that changeup misses high. 1-2. And the 1-2. Hit in the air to left center. Smathers racing after it. And he makes a diving catch to end the inning. The Bombers do not score, and with 3 in the books, it remains Eagles 2, Bombers nothing. We'll be back with the 4th inning in a moment here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
Top of the 4th here at Evermor Park in Baraboo. The Eagles lead the Bombers 2-0, and Ali Nunez will step in for the Eagles against Edgar Whitehouse. Nunez struck out in the 2nd inning. And the pitch. Slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball misses wide. 2-1. And the 2-1. Fouled back and out of play. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Slider runs inside and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Fastball misses low, and Nunez is aboard with a leadoff walk. And J.B. Gantry steps in with a runner on and nobody out. Gantry had a base hit in the 2nd inning. And the Whitehouse from the stretch. hammered foul and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. And that one is lined right into the glove of Gomez at third for out number 1. And here's Billy the Burro Brello with one away and a man on first. Brello grounded out his first time up. And the pitch. Bunted in front of the plate. Whitehouse will pick it up and toss to first to retire Brello. But he moves the runner up as Nunez advances safely to second. And that will bring up Billy Joe Rickson at the top of the Eagles order with 2 down and a runner on second. Rickson is 1 for 2 with a triple in the third. And the pitch. Slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And he does not offer at that outside fastball. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. And that fastball is called a strike. 2-1. And the 2-1. Curveball down and in. And Whitehouse falls behind, 3-1. And the pitch. Fastball misses high, and Rickson is aboard with a 2-out walk. So runners on first and second, 2 outs for Tito McCaskill. McCaskill is 0 for 2 this evening. Top of the fourth, Eagles leading 2-0. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hit in the air to shallow left. Winterbottom drifting back. And he makes the catch to end the inning. The Eagles strand a pair and they do not score. And it remains Eagles 2, Bombers nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey kids, this is Blink Rederson. I'm here at Ted's Fishing World, and I just want to say they've got some great deals for people that like to fish or wish they could fish. They have reels, and they have lures, and they have bait. RLB, they call it. You can get the RLB special 25% off if you mention my name, Blink Rederson. Ted's Fishing World. If fishing's in your head, trust Ted. Ted.
Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil back with you from Evermor Park here in Baraboo. Manistee leading 2-0 as we begin the bottom of the fourth. And Buddy Lamont will step in against Billy the Burro Brello. Lamont had a base hit in the first inning. And Brello's pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And he does not offer at that outside fastball. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. And that one is hammered into deep right field. Still going back. And that one is going to sail over the wall. And that's a solo home run for Buddy Lamont to lead off the bottom of the fourth. So the Bombers are on the board, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. And Manny Del Greco steps in. Del Greco struck out in the first. And the pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Lifted into center field. Smathers will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 1. One away, bases empty for Buzz Norton, who flied out in the second inning. And the pitch. Hard grounder to short. McCaskill is up with it, and he fires to first to retire Norton for out number 2. And now Dieter Gomez steps in with 2 down and the bases empty. And Brello's pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Gomez strikes out to end the inning. But the Bombers get on the board thanks to a solo home run by Buddy Lamont. And with 4 in the books, it's Eagles 2, Bombers 1. We'll be back with the 5th inning after these words on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 5th inning here at Evermor Park in Baraboo, Wisconsin. The Eagles lead the Bombers 2-1, and they'll bring the 3, 4, and 5 hitters to the dish against Edgar Whitehouse. And Gian Haggerty will step in. Haggerty is 2 for 2 with a base hit in the first and a home run in the third. And Whitehouse delivers. Ripped into left center, and that one will fall into the gap. That one's going to roll all the way to the wall, and Haggerty will be aboard with a stand-up double to lead off the 5th. And here's Lincoln Smathers with a runner on second and nobody out. Smathers walked in the first and struck out in the third. And Whitehouse from the stretch. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball misses down and in. 1-2. And the 1-2. roller to first. Del Greco will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to retire Smathers. Meanwhile, Haggerty advances safely to third. And Mickey Navarro steps in with a runner on third and one away. Navarro is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the third. And the pitch. Popped up shallow center. Winterbottom is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs with a runner on third for Rodrigo Merrihew, who is 0 for 2 this evening. Top of the 5th, Eagles leading 2-1. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Hammered foul and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Grounder to second. Winterbottom has it and tosses to first to retire Merrihew to end the inning. The Eagles strand a man on third, and they do not score. And after 4.5, it remains Eagles 2, Bombers nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Gent Fredner, Mayor of Big Rapids. I'd like to invite you to tune in to the Quint Cities Celebrity Golf Invitational, or even better, join us in person. Guests include Galvin McLeod Jr., Blinky Malone, Fritz Ortega. Oh, and did I mention Beans Captain Bender Sorensen? Join me, Gent Fredner, Quint City Celebrity Golf Invitational, only on WSLP.
And welcome back with us from Evermor Park. The Eagles leading 2-1. The Bombers will bring the 8, 9, and 1 hitters up to face Billy the Burro Brello. And Tiny Howell steps in. The big man struck out in the second inning. And Brello's pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball down low. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Popped up over the plate. Gantry is camped under it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Edgar Whitehouse in the 9 spot. Whitehouse had a base hit in the 3rd. And the pitch. Dribbled foul down the first base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a looping curveball for a called strike 3. And that will bring up Bugs Yamaguchi at the top of the Bombers' order. Yamaguchi is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball runs low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that's a slider in the dirt. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball paints the corner for a called strike. 2-1. And the 2-1. Another slider in the dirt. And Brello falls behind, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses high, and Yamaguchi is aboard with a 2-out walk here in the 5th. And Blaze Winterbottom steps in with a runner on and 2 down. He's 0 for 2 this evening. And Brello from the stretch. And the runner goes. Gantry fires to second, not in time. And that's a stolen base for Bugs Yamaguchi. The pitch to Winterbottom was in there for a called strike. And the 0-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2. Curveball just a bit outside. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater, and Winterbottom strikes out to end the inning. The Bombers do not score, and with 5 in the books, it remains Eagles 2, Bombers 1. We'll be back in a moment with the 6th inning, after these words on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Salty Sal of Salt City Confections. In addition to our world-famous popcorn balls, try our bonbons, rock candy, and nut-covered sweetmeats. We're located on the Manistee Riverwalk, next to the world's largest cupcake. Salt City Confections, your confection connection.
Top of the 6th inning here in Baraboo at Evermor Park. The Eagles lead the Bombers 2-1, and Ali Nunez is due up against Edgar Whitehouse. Nunez walked in the 4th and struck out in the 2nd. And the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Yamaguchi is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And here's J.B. Gantry with the bases empty and 1 away. Gantry is 1 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that's a slider in the dirt. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Hammered foul and out of play. 2-1. And the 2-1. And he looks at a fastball for a called strike 2. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball misses low, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Grounder to first. Del Greco will have it unassisted. and he steps on the bag for out number 2. And now Billy the Burro Brello steps in with 2 down and the base is empty. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. And that fastball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, shallow right. Gomez will have room. And he makes the catch to end the inning. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Edgar Whitehouse here in the 6th. And it remains Eagles 2, Bombers 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed Uncle Hat. My good friends at Ed Horn's House of Sleep asked me to drop by and talk to you a minute about their mattresses and other sleep-related items. Beds, headboards, nightcaps, and essential oils. They just added the essential oils last week. Ed Horn's wife, Beatrice, got over there, and she's really into the essential oils. She makes her own. They have a few little tubs out back. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Ed Horn's House of Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Horn's House of Sleep. Ed Horn.
The Eagles leading the Bombers 2-1 here at Evermor Park as we begin the bottom of the 6th. And Joe Bill Silver steps in against Billy the Burro Brello. Silver walked in the 1st and flied out in the 3rd inning. And Brello's pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And that curveball misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1. Hard grounder to short. Great pick by McCaskill. And he fires to first just in time to retire Silver for the first out of the inning. And here's Buddy Lamont with one away and the base is empty. Lamont is 2 for 2 with a single in the first and a home run in the fourth. And the pitch. Fastball down and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. Grounder to first. Haggerty will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to retire Lamont for out number 2. And now Manny Del Greco will step in with 2 down and nobody aboard. Del Greco is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fouled backhand, out of play, 0-1. And the 0-1. Driven to left field. Navarro is there, and he makes the catch to end the inning. The Burrow sets them down in order, and with 6 in the books, it remains Eagles 2, Bombers 1. We'll be back with the 7th inning in a moment, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Winston T. Winston, President of WSLP Radio. I'd like to invite you to the Big Rapids Airport Lounge for a special night of fun and brevity with Frank Gilbert. It's WSLP night on the main stage, and fun is guaranteed for all. The 2-for-1 margaritas go well with the comedy stylings of Frank Gilbert and Fritz Ortega's Super Nachos. I hope to see you at WSLP night at the Big Rapids Airport Lounge. Save a seat for me, Winston T. Winston.
Top of the 7th inning here in Baraboo at Evermor Park. Wally, McCarthy, and producer Phil back with you. The Eagles lead the Bombers 2-1, and Billy Joe Rickson steps in at the top of the order to face Edgar Whitehouse. Rickson is 1 for 2 with a triple in the third. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That one is fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Rickson is down on strikes for out number 1. And Tito McCaskill steps in. McCaskill is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Chopped foul down the third base line. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Winterbottom drifting over. And he makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2. And that will bring up John Haggerty with 2 down and the bases empty. Haggerty is 3 for 3 tonight with a single, a double, and a home run. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball downstairs. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball, and apparently that one misses. Whitehouse does not like the call, and it's 2-1. And the 2-1. Curveball misses just outside, and Whitehouse falls behind 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Fastball down the middle. And Montebianco calls that ball 4, so Haggerty will trot down to first. The crowd letting Montebianco know of their disapproval about that call. And now the Baraboo Bob Plush Toys will rain down on the field. It's going to take the grounds crew a minute to get the field cleared. let's take a quick break while this situation gets sorted out.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
All right, the Baraboo Bob stuffed animals have been removed from the field of play, and we're ready to resume the game. Top of the seventh, 2 outs. Haggerty at first, and Lincoln Smathers coming to the plate. And Whitehouse from the stretch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and into the stands. 1-1. The 1-1. And he hammers another one foul. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low slider. And Smathers strikes out to end the inning. The Eagles do not score, and as we head into the stretch, it remains Eagles 2, Bombers 1. We'll be back with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is the Reverend Ira Gay for the Buckstop Inn Community Theater. I hope you'll join me for their production of Our Town. The Buckstop Inn Community Theater. Making things happen.
And greetings again from Evermor Park here in Baraboo, Wisconsin. The Eagles lead the Bombers 2-1 as we enter the bottom of the seventh. The Bombers will bring the 6, 7, and 8 hitters to the plate against Billy the Burro Brello. And Buzz Norton steps in. Norton is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he takes an awkward hack at an outside change. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fastball misses very high. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Popped up right side. Haggerty is under it in foul territory. And he makes the catch to retire Norton for out number 1. And here's Dieter Gomez with 1 away and the bases empty. Gomez grounded out in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th. And the pitch. Lined into shallow center, and that one falls into the gap for a base hit. So a runner on first and 1 away for Tiny Howell. Howell is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fouled backhand, out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses just outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard grounder to short. McCaskill to second for 1. Over to first in time. And that's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. The Bombers do not score, and with 7 in the books, it remains Eagles 2, Bombers 1. We'll be back with the 8th inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. This is Winston T. Winston, President of WSLP. I would like to cordially invite you to WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax. Look for the large circus tent and the clowns making balloon sculptures. balloons provided by Mr. King's Party Goods. There will be hot dogs and chips and snow cones and cotton candy, blue and pink flavors. Please join me, Winston T. Winston, Wally McCarthy, and Blink Redderson, and other special guests to be announced at WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax this weekend. Thank you.
Top of the 8th inning here in Baraboo at Evermor Park. The Eagles lead the Bombers 2-1, and they'll bring the 5, 6, and 7 batters to the plate against Edgar Whitehouse. And Mickey Navarro steps in. Navarro is 1 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball upstairs, 1-0. And the 1-0. Hit in the air to shallow left. Silver drifting in. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Rodrigo Merrihew with 1 away and the bases empty. Merrihew is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball called a strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fly ball left field. Silver drifting back. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And Ali Nunez steps in with 2 down and the base is empty. And the pitch. Hard grounder to second. Winterbottom is up with it, and he flips to first to retire Nunez to end the inning. Edgar Whitehouse sets them down in order here in the top of the 8th, and it remains Eagles 2, Bombers won. We'll be back with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10.3 AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10.3 AV.
And welcome back with us from Evermor Park here in Baraboo, Wisconsin. Manistee leading Baraboo 2-1 as we begin the bottom of the 8th. The Bombers will bring the 9-1 and 2 hitters to the plate against Billy the Burro Brello. And Sparky Ventura will step in to pinch hit for Edgar Whitehouse. Righty against righty. And Brello's pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Another outside fastball. 2-0. And the 2-0. Popped up left side. Nunez calling for it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And that will bring up Bugs Yamaguchi at the top of the Bombers' order. And the pitch. Slider bounces in the dirt. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball misses downstairs. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Curveball runs outside, and Brello falls behind. 3-0. And the 3-0. And he does not offer at a high changeup. And Yamaguchi is aboard with a 1-out walk here in the 8th. So a runner on first and 1 away for Blaze Winterbottom. Winterbottom is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hit in the air to deep right field. Rickson racing back. And that one is going to sail over the wall. And that's a long, lazy 2-run homer for Blaze Winterbottom. And that puts the Bombers on top, 3-2. And here's Joe Bill Silver with one away and the bases cleared. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounder to first. Haggerty will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to retire Silver for out number 2. And here's Buddy Lamont with 2 down and the bases empty. And the pitch. Fastball downstairs. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 2-1. And the 2-1. Hit in the air to left field. Rickson will have room, and he makes the catch to end the inning. But the Bombers pull ahead, courtesy of a 2-run blast by Blaze Winterbottom. And with 8 in the books, it's Bombers 3, Eagles 2. We'll be back with the 9th inning in a moment here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
It's the top of the ninth inning here at Evermor Park. The Bombers leading 3-2. The Eagles will bring the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate against Bombers right-handed closer, Ron Nancy. And J.B. Gantry steps in, righty against righty. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. And the 1-1. Fastball called a strike. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Gantry is down on strikes for out number 1. And here's Tony Burns to pinch hit for Billy Brello. Righty against lefty. And the pitch. Slider runs inside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hammered foul and into the stands. 1-1. The 1-1. And he fouls another one off. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Burns strikes out for out number 2. And that will bring up Billy Joe Rickson at the top of the Manistee order. Rickson is 1 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. And that's a curveball downstairs. 1-0. And the 1-0. popped up in foul territory. Gomez drifting over, and he makes the catch to end the ball game. The Bombers take this one at home by a score of 3-2. Edgar Whitehouse notches another win. Billy the Burro Brello takes the loss, and Ron Nancy gets the save for the Bombers. For the visiting Manistee Eagles, 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors. And for the victorious Baraboo Bombers, 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Producer Phil and I will be back with the post-game show here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.